Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? They're lining up to boot it away.
Set to kick this one away.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. All right, guys, here's our first look at this offense today. And as this star running back comes onto the field, everybody in the stadium knows he's going to get it. The defense knows it. Doing something about it is quite a different thing.
It's hard to stop him. He's hard to handle because he can do it in so many ways. He can run by you. He can run through you. He really has the whole package, and that's why he's a superstar, and that's why they'll feed him early and often.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Feeling some heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. Third and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
He's got great speed. Lowers those pads. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside, and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. Two physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, two alphas, two guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, quarterback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. Shows him the stiff arm. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They stop him right on the edge of the red zone and pick up a 5 to the 20. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. In the red area, it's Smith. Will they keep it on the ground again here on third down? They'll try to run for it. He is tackled, but it'll be...
Running back.
Downs.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
Ball is free. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Gets away. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So they moved the ball 43 yards on that drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They'll put the tight end in motion. The give to the tailback. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Keep it on the ground. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he wants it all. It's complete. A huge pickup. Running toward the tape. Touchdown.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's perfect. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. The linebacker comes free, Grimman making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. He'll pull it down. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get it through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. After that last incompletion, the offense is now in punt formation. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Leaves it with the back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Picks up 9. Brings up 2nd down.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try the run. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. Coming after it. Let's see what they've got on second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Come to the line at the 42, facing a third and short. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Across the 45. Got a lot of running room. He's at the 10. And it's in there for a touchdown. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Auburn is ahead early in Jordan-Hare, but that's not exactly Bo Jackson out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 5 over Georgia. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Second down coming up. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He's there to make the stop.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They're trying to get to it. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's Avery. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Gives it to the back on the draw. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Give to the running back. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quick pass on the fly motion. Shakes off the defender. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
He's going to run it. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Starting to feel a little pressure. He breaks a tackle. He's here to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
That's a first down for the offense.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. He's looking to throw, trying to get to it. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Third and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the offense on first down. He wants to throw. Makes the grab down the middle. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Then they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Finds his tight end. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
He's marked down at the 29. Second down.
He's looking to throw. Makes the grab over the middle. And the catch was one thing and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. From the red zone, looking for a space. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Getting some heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on third down. Fires into the end zone. And what a catch for the touchdown as he just gets the foot down.
Man, that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Only 7 seconds remaining in the first half. Let's see how they play it here on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Right down the middle. He's got it. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. Now he's going to throw back to the middle. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Charlotte. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Jerry Richardson Stadium.
All teed up and ready to go here in the 2nd half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Line gets set, 1st down. Starting this 3rd quarter on the ground. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Power football with the run. Got room at the 35.
Good shit, good shit,
Hit the
good
gas,
shit.
kid, wide open ahead.
Good shit.
Inside the 10.
Good shit, right?
And no one is going to catch
Good
him.
shit.
Cruises into the
Oh,
end
that
zone
was
for
a
a
good one
touchdown.
right there.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous. If he gets into the 2nd level, great vision, and then it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad
Oh,
those
that was a
stats.
good.
Young
That was
fella.
too call it good, man. Everybody had somebody blocked. That was too call it good.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, gigantic implications in this top 15 battle today, and check out what's going down. Auburn has the lead right now, but I'd hold off on that celebration over at Toomer's Corner for the moment. This one is not over. They're up by just 2 over Georgia. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
There you go.
And the pass is intercepted. Got him down quickly after the pick, but man, do you have to take care of the ball down here, and they didn't. They'll mark it at the 27.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. To the ground with the back. Hard running there. Running behind those pads. He gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. They really need to convert this 3rd and 1 to capitalize on that great field position. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Into the end zone for a touchdown. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes with the return. And the returner is stopped. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get it back. And down he goes back into 3.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Now on second down. From deep in their own territory, he'll throw it. He's got his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion. And the ball is picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll run it from the gun. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Line getting set on second down. Leaves it with the running back. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this, who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the run.
He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. The offense knocking on the door. First and goal. Trying to punch it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again. He noses his way into the end zone. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything.
Yeah, we be leading the game, bro.
Now you get your defense back.
I've been quiet the whole game, so bro, we lose the game that we need to
building on that lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Looking for blockers. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. Solid pick up of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Trying to take it back. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The inside handoff. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Defense going all in to stop the run. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he's got a touchdown.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better.
Oh, no, we should have had this
on to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now this offense is back on the field. Trying to use the speed on the jet sweep. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. They move the tight end all over. Now the play fake. Looking down the middle. It's complete. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Trying to find his man on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Allen. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. This offense has a second down play. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Got the quick pass. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the single back. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter.
Brings up second down.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. He's looking for an open man on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll try to get the first through the air. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
They'll run for it on fourth down. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes one deep. And that one's way too far for everybody.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Give to the running back. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Allen. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. This offense doing business in the red zone. Movement here from the tight end. Now from inside the red zone. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down.
Second down.
He'll do it himself. And into the end zone. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. First and goal for the offense. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll run it on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Trying to barge their way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Will they be able to get that one more yard and stick it in here on third down? Slams it ahead. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives. Coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? They're finding some things here late that they did well.
First down for this offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll ride the hot hand. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up second and 4.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that mess run.
Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They're bringing heat. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When you're defensive ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Auburn is ahead early in Jordan-Hare, but that's not exactly Bo Jackson out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 5 over Georgia. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to move it through the air. It's caught. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. That last completion sets him up on second down. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Gets open down the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it and still on his feet. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They keep attacking through the air. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. I think we can just about blow the candles out on this one. It's all over.
No doubt, it's over. But you know what, Reese? These stats, they count for postseason awards. So I'm all for piling on the stats, running up the score, offense, get the stats.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough, so it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
The completion short of the sticks, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Catch in the middle, it's Allen. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. And now on 2nd down for this offense. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give out of the gun. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one. I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game just had a chip on their shoulder. They just didn't feel like they were being respected, and they wanted to come out and they wanted to prove a point. And David, they did exactly just that.
And it's so much easier to be the underdog. It's so much easier to coach that team and you go, hey, they're ranked. Everybody's talking about them. You don't have a chance. It just builds all that momentum, all that hate, and you just pour it out on the field.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.